Hi, boys and girls. So, we are going to continue our lesson on plant and animal relationships. And today, lesson 3.1, we are going to study plant and animal relationships in a habitat, and we're going to be habitat scientists. We're going to think about our big question that we've been trying to figure out this whole time. Why aren't the chalta seeds getting to places where they can grow? So, in order to help us answer this question, we are going to do an investigation. So, we've come up with a question to investigate. Why, as we are going to investigate this question, we're going to think, how can seeds get to new places in their habitats? So, we're going to use this book to help us figure that out. This book is Habitat Scientist by Lincoln Bergman. We're going to use this book to help us figure out how seeds get to new places in their habitats. So let's find out more about the parts of a habitat. And this book is going to help us. First, I thought it would be a good idea to think about the word habitat and what does it mean? So, a habitat is the place where an animal or a plant lives and gets what it needs. And what do plants and animals need? So here I found this page in the book that can help us think about the word habitat. So I want you to think about this as I read this page to you. A plant needs water and sunlight in its habitat. Well, a habitat must have everything a plant or animal needs to live and grow. A plant's habitat must have water and sunlight. That makes sense because that's what plants need. An animal's habitat must have food and water. Okay. New plants sprouting from seeds must have space to grow. Right. And baby animals must have a place to stay safe. That makes sense. So here's another question. After reading this paragraph, I'm going to read it to you. But after I finish, I want you to think about making a list of different ways that animals help to spread seeds. So I started one for you. So let's read. Follow along so that you can figure out two more ways that animals spread seeds. Other plants and animals in the habitat depend on each other too. Another kind of animal that eats nectar is the bee. Bees move pollen so plants can make new seeds. Snakes and hawks eat hummingbirds and chipmunks. Chipmunks eat seeds from pine trees, and sometimes they bury seeds and forget about them. And those seeds can grow into new pine trees. And bears eat berries from currant bushes. And later, the bears leave droppings that have currant seeds in them. That means currant bushes can sprout in new places. All the parts of the habitat depend on each other. So here on this page, you are going to reread this passage to yourself, and you're going to figure out two more ways that animals help to spread seeds. So here's another page from the book that can help us think about habitats. Here you see two pictures of two different habitats. And after reading this passage, you're going to click and drag the arrows next to the picture to describe what the plant or animal needs from their habitat. A plant or an animal's habitat also includes the other things that live there. So plants and animals depend on one another for the things they need. So if you look at this picture, you can see that two animals are in this picture, and one looks like he needs water, and one looks like he needs food. So think about that and look at these four arrows and click and drag them to the next to the picture that you think they belong to. And lastly, this is another picture from the book. It's all of the different things that we read about a few minutes ago. This page shows parts of the Colorado mountain habitat. So this is a mountain habitat, and everything in this habitat is labeled. The sun, a hawk, the water, pine trees, a black bear, bees, the larkspur plant, a hummingbird eating from that plant, a, a garter snake on the floor, a chipmunk eating a seed, and a currant bush that a black bear is eating from. So remember, think about all the things you've learned about plant and animal relationships and use this picture to help you answer the question on the next slide. So here's your last activity, boys and girls. You're going to think about this question. What things in this habitat might help seeds get to new places? So you're going to double click on the yellow box to respond to the question below. So the question is, what things in this habitat might help seeds get to new places? So use this picture to help you answer that question. Okay, boys and girls, I hope this lesson helped you to understand how seeds move to new places.